Hello?
Good morning. What's your last name?
Williams?
Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Hang on just a sec. Raheem?
Yes, I'm with Tim
We're
O'Donnell.
waiting on Mr. O'Donnell, your attorney. As soon as he jumps on, we'll do your case, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It looks like she stepped away for a moment.
I'm sorry, it looks like what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have Mr. Sanders on the phone here. We're ready to proceed.
Okay, People versus Urban Sanders.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning. Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Henry Schneider, 82476, appearing for Mr. Urban Sanders.
And Mr. Sanders, can you hear me?
Mr. Sanders, can you hear the judge?
Yes, I can hear the judge.
Okay, perfect. This matter set for PCC today. What are we doing with this case?
Your Honor, Mr. Sanders would like to set a preliminary examination by Zoom video.
Okay, that works. Miss Gillis? Do you want to do, you want to do it on Monday, Miss Gillis, you want to do it on Monday, the 21st at like 10 o'clock?
That's fine with
Of
me.
December?
Correct.
Yes, that's this December.
Yes, but this was, yes. Yeah, we do it like that. Right.
Well, is he gonna, Mr. Schneider, just out of curiosity, because I know he had difficulty getting on Zoom today. Is he going to either be in your office or are you gonna help him figure out Zoom in the meantime?
I'll help him figure out Zoom in the meantime.
Okay, you went in and out. Just back up a little bit. I didn't get the last bit. You was going in and out.
Okay, the judge was just asking if I'll be able to instruct you on how to use Zoom in the meantime.
Right.
And Judge, I will instruct Mr. Sanders how to use Zoom or find some way for him to hear by video.
Okay.
Hey, whatever she said, just go along with it. And we both done 21st and my attorney. Hello?
Yes, yep, I heard you. So we're gonna set this by Zoom. You're gonna work it out with him. Can I get a cell phone number for him though?
Yes.
Or not cell phone, I apologize. I have the cell phone number
740-3827.
and an email.
Do you have an email address, Mr. Sanders? Mr. Sanders? Mr. Sanders?
You know how to make this work?
Do you have an email address?
No, I don't have an email address. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna take this phone I got is messing up, but I'm gonna go back on the phone for you. Because I got a virus on my phone. So yeah.
That's fine. If he doesn't have an email, that's fine. All right, then you're all
Okay.
set. We'll do that December the 21st at 10 o'clock, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.
All right, you all have a blessed
Good
holiday.
morning, Mr. O'Donnell. How are you?
Good, Judge. I was in a state of confusion because I believed I was supposed to be in front of Judge Oakley, and that's where I was.
You in a state of confusion? That's okay. Well, your client's here.
You're right. I told him to jump out of courtroom 2 and to come to courtroom 3. Judge, we want to waive our right to a preliminary exam and have the case transferred to 3rd District Court.
Okay, wait a second. I've got to find it. I had you on my list. Now I can't. What's your client's last name?
Williams, Raekwon Williams.
Yeah, I saw him and now why can't I find it? Oh, some reason I X'd him out. I got it. People versus Raekwon Williams. Can you hear me, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Gillis, are you with us?
Yep, Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And this is a waiver, Mr. O'Donnell?
Yes, James O'Donnell, on behalf of Mr. Raekwon Williams, we've discussed his right to a preliminary exam. He understands what an exam is and what it would be, and he's asking this court if he could waive that right.
And you understand that by waiving that you're going to be bound over on these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant and his attorney have been consented by Zoom. I'll bind the defendant over. The arraignment on the information will take place 2 weeks from today on December the 9th, and I'll continue the bond.
Thank you very
Anything
much.
else for the record?
No,
Yes,
Judge,
Judge.
but
Perfect. Everybody have a fabulous day and a happy Thanksgiving.
I have a question about this. Do you know
What's your
if
question?
the Boone, the co-defendant Boone was already bound over?
Co-defendant Boone.
hold on.
You're
Yeah, that's
you're-
yeah. She said that she called her lawyer, and her lawyer told her that she didn't pop up.
Lawyer said what?
He said that's like my. She called her lawyer, her court-appointed attorney, and she didn't pop up in the system. So she wrote a letter to the courthouse. Her judge said, or her court-appointed attorney, and her attorney said they didn't write her back yet.
Heather, can you look? Was Boone already bound over?
Excuse me, Judge. What does found over mean?
That means that they went downtown. Good morning, Mr. Hart.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. Hang on just a second. What's the whole name on Mr. Boone?
Zanaya Boone.
Yeah,
Can you spell
Judge.
that?
Just a moment, Judge, I'll give it to you.
Oh,
And-
actually, it's on the file. Yeah, I've got it. Hang
All
on.
right.
It's Heather, it's ZSANIYA. Middle name Lolita-Marie, last name Boone.
What is it, J-E-A?
Whose source was it?
That'd be on me, John.
Whose source?
Yep, it was bound over on October the 7th. So you're
Great.
correct. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Mr. Hart, do you have your client with you?
So I can leave Tim O'Donnell.
I do, Judge.
Mr. O'Donnell, are you all set?
Yes, I'm just about to tell my client, he can leave and I'll give him a phone call later.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. You're all set. Thank you.
Yeah.
The prosecutor, Miss Fortier, are you there?
Judge, I am taking a plea in Edwards if I may maybe have 10 minutes tops.
Okay, Mr. Hart, you're gonna have to wait just a second.
Okay.
Mr. Combe.
Yes.
You are on what case?
162195.
No, don't give me case numbers. Give me a name.
Your Honor, he's my client.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mr. Boria, I'm still trying to find, oh, it said at 10:50. Got it. People versus Michael Combe on behalf of the people.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Hi, and good morning, Your Honor. I'm Attorney Aaron Boria. Michael is appearing present through Zoom.
What's the status of this case?
Your Honor, this is the first probable cause conference. This is a 2016 case. I haven't had a chance to discuss it with the prosecutor yet. I wanted to see.
Miss Gillis, it's an embezzlement case. Do you have a file on this?
I do have a file on this.
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Go ahead, Mr. Boria. Sorry.
So I wanted to have an opportunity to talk to the prosecutor. I'm hoping that this might be something we can resolve.
You like want me to put you in a breakout room with her? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, if we could have 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, hang on. morning, Mr. Chapman. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is,
Are you expecting Caprice Parker?
yes, she's present and consents to having this hearing by Zoom.
Okay,
However,
perfect. I need to just wait for Ms. Gillis to jump back and then I'll do your case. So hang out just for a minute, okay?
I would need to speak with the prosecutor in a breakout room if possible.
Okay,
before-
let me get her back and then I'll put you in a breakout room with her. Hang on just a second,
Thank you.
okay? And then the gentleman on the Galaxy S8 Active, what's your last name? You got to unmute yourself, bottom left. I spend my life saying that. The little red button with the line through it, touch that. Nope, can't hear you. Bottom left. On the iPad, can I help you? What case are you on?
This is Caprice Parker, Mr. Chapman.
Oh, Capri Parker. Okay, gotcha. Okay, perfect. Yep, just hang out, and as soon as the prosecutor's done, I'll have your attorney talk to her, and then we'll do your case. There,
Okay,
you got it. Now, what's your last name, sir?
Loving.
Mr. Loving. Your attorney. Do you know who your attorney is?
No, I don't. I want to.
Somebody told me that they
Your
were.
Honor, was that Mr. Loving?
Yes, it's you,
Okay.
Mr. Snyder. Got it.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
We got to wait on Miss Gillis on Mr. Loving. So give me just a minute when she gets out of the breakout room on the case that she's in on, which now my memory is baiting on who she's in a breakout room with. So I'll figure it out. Give me just a minute.
All right. This is weird. Oh, right there. Little speaker.
Yeah, they can hear you.
So it's this little speaker right there. That's the button she was telling me to push.
Mr. Loving, could I have your cell phone number, please?
734-406-9477. I'm on my wife's phone now.
Thank you. I'm going to give you a call right now, okay?
All right. Hello. Mute. There, I'll give it to her.
Good morning, Miss Castower. Are you expecting your client?
Yes, good morning, Judge Green. Yes, I am, and I believe he might be in. I know he was, we were waiting in Judge Oakley's
with an
courtroom.
iPhone, so I'm not sure. Are you Mr. Henley?
Yes.
Got it. All right, hang out, Mr. Henley. I've got Jane Gillis in a breakout room, so give me just a minute.
Okay.
All right, Miss Gillis, you were in a breakout room on what case?
Michael Combe.
Oh, got it. Okay, yep.
So we think we might be able to work this out if we could just set it out like 2 weeks. I'm going to call the complainant and see if they mind if I give a deal.
Okay, hang on just a second, because I don't have. Do I have, oh, I do have Mr. Chapman back. Okay, Mr. Chapman. Now I have Mr. Combe, People versus Michael Combe. You want me to put it out 2 weeks?
Yes, that would be great.
All right. Is that good for you, counsel? Mr. Boria? Oh, I got him back in the waiting room. Hang on. Heather, do you have a time on the night? Sorry about that, Mr. Borio, we lost you.
That was me. I hit leave meeting instead of leave room.
I'm gonna adjourn it 2 weeks to December the 9th.
Okay.
Heather, do we have a time?
That brings us to date. Solutions International is done. Genesis is done. The outstanding.
Okay, it's gonna be 10:30.
Okay. Jane,
Yeah.
who's your supervisor in case I want to send him a letter?
Well, it's Paul Sanuco, but that's not going to make a difference. The difference is what the victim says.
Okay. All right, then, Your Honor, are we all set? We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We are all set. Yeah.
All right, Michael, you can sign off. Everyone have a nice Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
I have a couple of people that want to talk to you on Caprice Parker. They want to break out. Miss Gillis on Roger Loving. Let me do that one for Mr. Snyder on Mr. Loving's case. Actually, then on Khalil Henley, Miss Castow, Miss Gillis, what are you ready on that case? People versus Khalil Henley.
Yep, Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nancy Castor from Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, appearing on behalf of Mr. Henley, P number 80549. Mr. Henley is present by way of Zoom.
We were waiting on the gun board for this case. Is that still something? What happened?
Judge, I haven't heard anything. I don't know if the prosecutor has any information.
Okay, I do. Have you gotten one of these back yet, Megan? One of these gun board things?
It's recording everything.
Well, I have this. Okay, so they want me, they say plead as charged, consent to hide, a 1-year probation with telephone reporting after first 6 months, is abiding by all terms of the agreement, must forfeit weapon to the arresting agency, may not own, use, or possess a firearm during the period of probation, comply with any other terms and conditions sent by the court. And my question is, do they want us to plead it here, or do they want us to send you downtown?
Probably downtown, because that's where the pre-sentence interview would have to be done, and he would be sentenced by the Wayne County judge.
So are you going to waive, Miss Castow?
Judge, if I can have a moment with my client, and if the prosecutor can email me do you have a plea form, Madam Prosecutor?
Yes.
Is it possible that you can email it to me so that I can look at it, send a copy of it to my client, and see if we're gonna waive this over or
what's your email?
set for an exam?
I'll do it right now.
Okay. Do you want me to text you or text it in the chat box?
Just tell me what your email is or put it in the chat box.
And as in Nancy, last name Kastaw,
okay,
at ndsdetroit.org.
Then do you want a breakout room right now with him, Miss Castow?
Sure, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. And then I'll just wait for the email to come in.
Let me ask, does anybody know what these, when you get these deals from the gun board, or it says HIDA and all that kind of stuff?
And obviously, Ms. Castow, I would take a waiver contingent upon the fact that they're going to honor that plea agreement.
Thank you very much.
So that if something happens, you can come back. You know what I mean?
Yes, Judge. That'd be great. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Madam Prosecutor, did you have?
I think I think she's going to check on something.
Okay.
Technology's crazy, man.
And which person is Mr. Henley? I apologize. I have a couple. Are you on the iPhone, Mr.? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I make sure when I put you in a breakout room that I got the right person. And on the Galaxy S8, remind me again, you are Mr. Loving.
Yes.
Okay,
And
perfect.
we're ready to proceed with Mr. Loving whenever the court is.
Yeah, as soon as I can get Miss Gillis back, I will.
Thank you.
Okay, I scanned it.
Okay, you scanned it to her. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. While you're in a breakout room with your client, I will do Mr. Loving's case. All right, Miss Casto, and there you go. Mr. Henley, People versus Roger Loving. On behalf of the people, Miss Gillis.
Oh, Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Henry Schneider, 82476 for Mr. Roger Loving, who is present by Zoom.
And what's the status of this case?
Your Honor, prior to just a few moments ago, I had not been able to make contact with Mr. Loving as a phone number was not provided by pretrial services, and I'm lacking discovery on this case. So we're seeking an adjournment so that I can procure that and make a meaningful decision with Mr. Loving.
How many weeks do you want?
2 weeks would be fine. I'm just going to be out of the office from the 14th through the 18th.
That's fine. I'll adjourn it 2 weeks to December the 9th at 10:30.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Loving, do you understand? You're going to come back in my courtroom, same thing in 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, do I need new numbers to get back in or use the same thing?
No, it's going to be the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah,
All right.
it's my permanent phone number, okay?
Yes,
Perfect. All right, you're all set.
thank you.
On People versus Caprice Parker. Miss Gillis, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Chapman. He wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Judge, I'm back on Morgan.
How do we hang this up?
Hang on just a second. Mr. Chapman, breakout room 2, Miss Gillis, breakout room 2. Go ahead and join, and then I'm going to go ahead and call People versus Dwayne Morgan. And Mr. Hart, I have you, and I have Mr. Morgan also on the iPad. What are we doing with this case?
It actually looks like Mr. Hart may have stepped out of the room.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Judge.
Story of my life.
What? I can tell you
Mr.
this is
Chakurian, is your client in custody or out? In is my notice. Is that correct?
He is in, Judge.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And there's Mr. Hart.
Right, there's Mr. Hart. People versus Dwayne Morgan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hart appearing on behalf of Mr. Morgan. Judge, we're here for a PCC. We're just asking for an in-person exam date.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people, P83359.
All right, I will schedule it I will put it with the cases to be scheduled after the first of the year.
Okay.
Bond continued.
We'll just get a date.
I hope so. All right.
Thanks, Judge.
Bond
Hey,
continued. You're all set.
have a great holiday and stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Take
Guys
care.
have a good day.
And that's all for you, Ms. Fortier?
Yeah, I only ended up having one because the Mr. Williams one was adjourned.
Okay. And then I will tell you that date, if I didn't say it before and I don't remember, the January 28th date is staying, and then February will go to the second and fourth Tuesday for the domestic debt.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Have a nice Thanksgiving. You're all set.
Good.
Mm-hmm.